So today we're going to talk about hairbrushes. I know that seems like kind of a simple topic, but it's super important that you're using the right hairbrush for your hair length, your hair type, and knowing the difference between different hairbrushes all the time in the locker room, like at the gym. I see girls blow drying their hair with the wrong brush, and so we're going to start here. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the type of hairbrush you use to detangle and brush your hair when it's wet, and then the type of hairbrush you use after a blow dry, in between blow dries, when it's dry. So the first brush we're going to talk about is the wet brush. This one happens to be the brand wet brush. These are my favorite brushes. They detangle really nicely. They really, they're just great for wet hair. But any brush that has this type of bristle, sort of like a plastic bristle, it can be a square shape, it can be an oval shape. This is the type of brush you want to use when your hair is wet. And then this one is sort of a boar's hair bristled brush. Really common brand is Mason Pearson, but those are really fancy. This one is a brand called Elegant. I think you can get it on Amazon. I'm not sure. I've had this brush for a really long time, but this is super nice for just like everyday brushing. It brings a lot of shine to the hair. It's just sort of good to do like second day blow dry, a little dry shampoo. You want to brush your hair with something like this. When you're blow drying your hair, there are two types of brushes you can use. I mean, I'm sure there's like a million types, but there's two types that I use in the salon and on myself, and I use them both for different reasons, for different hair textures. One is the very common metal hairbrush, or ceramic, or whatever, but metal in the middle, ceramic in the middle with the plastic bristle. The other is more of a natural bristle brush, so boar's hair bristle brush. This one does have plastic as well. This is my favorite brand. These are Philips. They have little slats for venting, so like the air can really circulate through the hairbrush. But yeah, so you have your standard ceramic metal, and then sort of natural bristle, usually wooden handled brush. Another really important thing about selecting a hairbrush is the size, and I think that's where a lot of people get confused. Like, what hairbrush am I supposed to be using to blow dry my hair? It's a pretty simple rule of thumb. The longer your hair is, the bigger the barrel. The more wave or curl you want in your hair, the smaller. If you're short hair, you use smaller. So I'm just going to go through the sizes and kind of give some examples of why you might use that size. So these two are larger size. These are Technique brushes. I really like them because they have a number on them. So this is the 390. If you have hair that is about my length or longer, you are good for this brush. This is the Philips one. I'm pretty sure this is the MV3P. This is bigger. This is probably a little too big for my length of hair. This would probably be more if your hair was anything longer than mine. So those are two bigger brushes. The brush I use in my hair the most, or the size rather, is this. This is the 370 in the Technique. I believe it's 1.25 inches. And then this is the 4P. These are medium-sized round brushes. These are great for medium length hair. It's kind of simple once you put it out there. Bigger barrel, longer hair, medium barrel, medium hair. You get it. So yeah, so this is good for my length, maybe even shoulder length, good for like a lob or long bob, medium size. Anyone with hair shoulder length or above, you want to go smaller. This is the 350 Technique brush, and then this is the 5P for the Philips, but again, it's just like a smaller barrel. So that's really it, just a quick one to talk about hair brushes and the sizes that you should be using. So bigger barrel, longer hair, medium length, medium size. So longer hair is like a 2-inch barrel, medium hair, maybe 1.25 inches. Anything shoulder length or above, you want to use 1 inch to even shorter hair, like 3/4 of an inch size barrel. Anyway, hope that was helpful, and It's a good first step, knowing which brush is right for you when we do some fun sort of at-home tutorials on easy way to do your hair on this channel. Thanks for watching.